Hi, welcome back to the January House. This is Mike. Today's video is a what sold video, a few interesting items shipping out of the store, and also I'm wearing a hat because my hair is crazy long and I can't get it cut because I live in Pennsylvania and everything is shut down. And I didn't feel like doing it today, to be honest. I didn't feel like trying to tame this crazy hair that I have to make this video. So I put a hat on, and now I'm thinking maybe I'll use a different hat in every video, and we'll just see how it goes until I run out of hats. I don't know if you think that's a good idea or not. Like, I'm talking winter hats. I have like a fishing hat, a couple baseball hats, maybe hats I'm gonna sell on eBay. I'll wear them. I don't know. Let me know what you think, if that's a good idea or if that's terrible. Yeah, that's why I have my hat. So let's jump into it. All right, first is an item. This is a 1935-36 York, Pennsylvania city directory. So I'm assuming this is like pre-Yellow Pages, if you're familiar with what the Yellow Pages were. But there's advertisements for local businesses. So you can see these different insurance companies and oil companies, and then here's the directory of names and what street they're located on if you want to visit them. So I thought this was kind of interesting. Got this at an estate sale. Paid $5 for it and just sold it for $35 plus shipping. All right, next couple items. If you remember my video from a few days ago, I talked about listing, trying to get my listings done. I try to average 15 to 20 listings a day. And sometimes I get there and sometimes I don't. And I think a lot of the reason why I don't get there sometimes is I have a pile of things that I need to get listed, but they may not be the most exciting things for me personally to list. So for example, I buy a lot of storage lockers, and with that, there's a lot of clothing. So when I get clothing in a storage locker, I go through the clothing and pick out the things that I think will sell on eBay. I get a lot of clothes that are, I don't know, Target brand or Walmart brand or just generic. And I don't really feel like those will sell. So I usually just donate those items back to Goodwill or Salvation Army or whatever. And then I'll clean the ones I think are worth selling, and then I'll put them on eBay. But usually they sit in a pile for a long time until I get to them, because I'd rather list and sell video games and action figures and cool stuff like that versus clothes, right? So the other day I talked about getting listings done, and I had this pile of clothes. So I listed 2 shirts and a pair of jeans. That was my big win for the day of listing clothing that day. But I ended up selling that yesterday, like more clothing items in a day than I ever would. It's not that many, but for me it's a lot because I'm not a big clothing seller. So these next 3 items, I don't know, excited me because they're clothing items and we're getting them out of the store, and for me that's good. So first up is this Doors t-shirt. This is Jim Morrison passed out on stage. This is a shirt from 2000, so it's vintage now. It's 20 years. It's an extra large, and it has the People Are Strange lyrics on the back. It's kind of cool. And if you saw yesterday's video, you saw me wear it in my unboxing video from the online auction I got from Delden. So this sold for $12.99 plus shipping. All right, next is another cool shirt. This is Guns N' Roses. And it's a reproduction of an older popular shirt, so it's not vintage or anything like that. Just a reproduction, but I thought it was kind of cool for people that like Guns N' Roses. This shirt is a 2X, and I sold this for $7 plus shipping. Next is a girl's Beatles shirt. You can see all the fellas there. And this is a medium, and I sold this for $7 plus shipping as well. All right, next is Star Wars figure. This is Luke as an X-Wing fighter pilot, and we sold this for $5 plus shipping. All right, next is an item that has been sitting here in my pile of things to list for a long time. This is a vintage Garfield the cat. It's a full sheet set. So it's a fitted full sheet, a flat full sheet, and 1 pillowcase. that has this Garfield theme on it, and it's in pretty good condition. There's a little fading on the fitted sheet part, but it takes a little while to take photos. You know, you have to find a big enough area, spread the things out, and then list it. It's just, for me, it's just not exciting to list something like this. So I listed it and I threw just a random number on there, $30, and it sold in one day for $29.95 plus shipping. Then finally, I sold this Prudhoe Bay, Alaska BP vintage snapback corduroy. It's a lot of keywords there. Hat to somebody in Australia. This is going to Australia via the global shipping program. And we went back and forth on this, but I took an offer of $12.50 plus shipping. So that's all I have for today. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit the thumbs up button and leave a comment down below. I appreciate everyone answering me back on how many items you list per day that I asked about in my other video. It seems like everyone's trying to list around 10 items a day, which I think is great. But let me know why you may not hit those 10 listings per day, what distractions you have or reasons you might have for not getting there. For me, sometimes it's just hard to get started on things that I don't find particularly interesting, but here they sell, so I have to change that mindset. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more great videos. Thanks.